is much superior, much resolute, I would say, not superior, much resolute about handling terror, because the same resources were there, the same armed forces were there with the previous leadership, but they were reluctant. But after India, after Modi, has been a very resolute leadership, and that is the reason Pakistan, if at all they try to do any mischief, they will have a bloodier face, bloodier nose than what they had in the Pahalgam aftermath. After Operation Sindoor, the Honorable Prime Minister has clearly told that when a single act of terrorism will be treated as a war on Pakistan, because as you are trying to say that they are not directly confident of facing Indian defense forces in a conventional war, they are taking to what within quotes they call it as non-state actors, or I would call it non-state actors sponsored by states. Because I have replied parliament questions on this, saying that PAK, POK based terror outfits sponsored by ISI, so all these things are there. It is all a matter of record. They sponsor it. We are very much aware of it. Notwithstanding the fact that whatever they may say, now the cat was out of the bag. The recent attack when our count during Operation Sindoor, when the Pakistan army officers were pallbearers in the funeral of dead terrorists, dictated dead terrorists. So this being the case, but now the question comes is, how is it that they are going to involve China? China care to hooter, they don't bother for anything more than their own economic prosperity. They are like typical businessmen. What America was 20 years back, now they are businessmen. They will be for their own product, their own investment, and ultimately put Pakistan, like Sri Lanka had suffered. Pakistan is still suffering because part of their economic condition is because of too much of involvement of Chinese into their business and economics. So that is the reason their economic shambles are perpetuated or aggravated as a result of that. So let us not bother about that. If they are going to involve China, let us be under no illusion. There was a myth before 2014 that Chinese army was superior, but Doklam settled the issue. We are at par an army or a defense force with the Chinese. So they would also not, and they also have a lot of economic interest in India. So I do not think they will go beyond a certain stage to partner China to wage a war on India. So that appears, although your reports are outstanding, I would not say, because the 9th March report also had proven true. China will show some sort of involvement, pamper them, but ultimately Pakistan will be a bigger loser. Nobody is a winner in the war, but Pakistan will certainly win. But the question is, will the juggernaut of Modi's development get affected? I think that is the entire purpose of all these things. Some world leaders are now joining Pakistan, so that is also because India is almost threatening to come to the number 2, top economies, growing economies in the world. The juggernaut, I call it juggernaut of Modi's development, that they want to stop it. That is the basic reason. Thanks.
All right, sir. Let me also rope in Mr. N.K. Sood, former RAW officer.